Hello everyone, Seraphin here, welcome back for more Pokemon Soul Silver. When I last left you guys, we had a very epic battle, I'm going to say, with Bugsy, the gym leader of Azalea Tower. And we're going to be moving on today to the next area that we can explore. Actually, real quick, I'm going to go grab my completed Pokeballs from Kurt, because it's been a little while since I was back here. He just finished it. Interesting. I got Moon Balls. Oh, well, that's not what I was expecting. Anyway. Well, how about I give you something else for you to make into Pokeballs, please? Because I have other stuff. Go ahead and take these 3 black apricorns. And I hit no instead of yes, because that's the intelligent thing to do. Alright. Take a day right back. So, Moon Balls, I believe those are best used for capturing Pokemon at night. In fact, I can just go take a look and confirm that real quick. After I pop this other white apricorn here, why don't I take a look, because now I'm curious. Pokeballs. Moonball. Catching Pokemon that evolve using the Moonstone. Well, that's like 4 things in this game. That is Clefairy, Jigglypuff, and both Nidorans. And I guess Nidorino and Nidorina as well. But yeah, that's not very many things. That's kind of weird to have a Pokeball exclusively for 4 Pokemon. But what the heck do I know? Anyway, we are going to move on to the Ilex Forest is next. However, there is something we have to deal with first. And that is, of course, going to be a long-awaited battle with our rival. Well, yes, I believe it is true, because I fought them in a well somehow. Why would I lie about that? Like, that's really weird. Let's see how good you are. Well, I've already beaten your butt once, so might as well continue the trend. Is this my second battle with him or my third one? I can't remember. He has a Ghastly. Isn't that wonderful? Probably not a great idea sending in a Psychic type against a Ghost type. So, to that effect, why don't we go ahead and switch ourselves. I forgot he led with a Ghastly and not a Zubat. I thought he led with a Zubat. So here we are. We'll just intimidate this guy, even though it doesn't really matter all that much. Unless he plans on using Lick. He's using Curse. That's odd. Curse works differently for Ghost types. I don't know if that's ever been explicitly stated. I think it actually says that on the actual move description itself. If you are a non-Ghost type and use Curse, you've been seeing that with Slowpoke this entire time. It increases your attack and defense one stage, but lowers your speed. If you are a Ghost type, however, and use Curse, you saw there Ghastly cut his own HP in half to lay a curse upon my Ekans. And what that curse does is slowly drain my HP. And by slowly, I mean actually quite rapidly. I believe it's a quarter of your HP every single turn while you're cursed. And here we're going to be hit by it again. I believe switching out will remove said curse. There's the Zubat. I knew he had one. I just thought he led with it. So I don't want to stay in for too long because I don't want my Ekans to die from a stupid curse. So we're going to swap back out to Slowpoke, who still doesn't know a Psychic type move, now that I'm thinking about it. But at any rate, we're going to do that anyway because I want to get Slowpoke set up to deal with his presumably Quilava when it comes out. Oh yes, of course you have Supersonic, because of course you do. Well, let's see if I can put him to sleep. Oh, he has Bite. That's bad. Don't hurt yourself, please, Slowpoke. And he hurt himself. Okay, well, that's fantastic. Let's try one more time. It just occurred to me that I'm out of potions, too, so I gotta be careful here. Worst case scenario, I still got... Oh, come on, really? Alright, well, so much for that. Do I have potions still? No, I used them all. Alright, well, guess what? We're just gonna switch back out for... Let's go with Chikorita. Chikorita has Stun Spore or Poison Powder or something. Actually, I can't use Poison Powder on the Zubat because he's a Poison type. And, of course, he switches to Leech Life, which is also super effective against me. That's a pretty decently powerful Leech Life out of him, actually. We're just going to go ahead and Tackleify him, I guess. I don't really have much else I can do. He double resists Razor Leaf, so there's that. I thought my Chikorita knew Reflect by now, but that is not the case. This might be a more challenging fight with my rival than I was expecting. At least Chikorita is not hindered as much by... Oh, there's you go. Critical hit tackle. Nice. Chikorita not inhibited as much as the rest of my team would have been. Powering through the confusion. That's what I like to see. One more tackle will do it. However, we are going to have a, I believe, Quilava to contend with momentarily, and that's going to be bad. Nope, he made it through that time. Hopefully I'm not confused this last time here, because I can't really afford to be. I flinched. Perfect. Probably should have synthesized instead of whatever I was going to do. Astonish? Alright, well, it did enough, I guess. Starting to really wish I had a Pidgey with Quick Attack right now so I could finish this sucker off before he hit me again. We'll just go with Pursuit, I guess. That'll do it, in case he tries to switch out. I am faster than him, that's good. Spearow is quite fast. Zubat also was quite fast, however. I just didn't realize Spearow was even faster than that. Yep, here's the Quilava. This is going to be an issue without any of my status-inflicting people. So why don't we leer him down a bunch? Ember, that might hurt. Ow! Are you kidding? What in the crap? Oh, and of course he's got Quick Attack. Why the heck wouldn't he? Okay, this is bad. This is very, very bad. We're in trouble here. I'll drop an Intimidate on him. Hopefully that'll make some measure of effect. We have to paralyze him or something to that effect. Smoke Screen, really? Seems kind of odd, but to each their own, I suppose. And of course, Glare's already pitiful accuracy rating, combined with being smoke screened once, is not going to be a good thing. Because now I can't hit him to save my life, and he's going for smoke screen yet again. Interesting choice. You know, I could switch in for Wooper, even though he's... Oh, there we go. We got the paralysis off. Wooper would adequately resist most of his moves. And that would shake off my Leer effect here. Although Wooper can't survive more than a single hit, I imagine, even from a Fire-type move. But if I can switch back in for Ekans, I can Intimidate him yet again. Going for Smokescreen. Does Wooper have any fun toys that I can use? Probably not. Not as such. He does have Water Gun. That could be a nice little decent chunk of damage, maybe. That might actually still kill me, even with the resistance. Oh, not quite. And I miss with Water Gun. Of course I do, because the stupid smoke screen that he managed to pull off first. Alright, well, we'll bring Ekans back out again. Drop another Intimidate on him. So now he's paralyzed and is sufficiently weakened, and we might have a chance. I guess we'll have to wait and see here. I'm just going to try biting him to death. It does a decent amount of damage, but not as much as I would have liked. He's dropping my defense more, that's great. At least I outspeed him now with the paralysis. Maybe I have a shot here. This Shell Bell really not doing much to keep me topped off, unfortunately. But hey, he's fully paralyzed. Alright, we might be okay. If I lose Ekans, though, we're in a bad way, because that'll be just my 2 HP Slowpoke left. My hope is I can survive one hit from him. If I do that, I think we're okay. Oh, he Leers anyway. Yeah, we're fine. So yeah, my rival is a bit over-leveled for me right now. I might need to spend some time training up my team in the forest that is coming up here. Alright, we took him down. Just barely. It's a little more clutch dealing with a party that is not spectacularly well put together. It is entertaining, though, I will say that much. Not just for you guys, I'm sure, but for me as well. Useless Pokemon. You only won because mine were weak. Well, you did have a Zubat and a Ghastly, but they are quite fragile. Quilava, also fairly fragile, I believe. Oh, they think they're big and tough as long as they're in a group. Get them alone and they're weak. I hate them all. Well, alright. I like how he just runs right into the forest without healing his team first, even though I just fainted all of them. But speaking of, we're going to be doing that because I'm not going into that forest without healing my team first. That being said, we definitely have some glaring vulnerabilities on our team right now, and the unfortunate reality is I don't really have the ability to shore it up with anything good because, well, I am restricting myself from not training anything I've already used. If I were not doing that, I'd be in a much better position. I could use things like Geodude or Pidgey, or even stuff like Zubat would be really nice to have right now, or Ghastly. But as I said, I'm intentionally hampering myself a little bit. I wanted this to be a bit more of a challenge than I normally encounter in this game, because the unfortunate reality is this game is not difficult. It really isn't by any stretch. So here we are in Ilex Forest. It is like perpetually nighttime in here somehow, I think. Actually, I kind of wish it was nighttime in the game as well, because I would love to be able to catch an Oddish right now. Well, I've already got a decent grass type in Chikorita, so I don't really need to worry about that so much, but I want to get Slowpoke to level 15 so he learns his Confusion. That'll be at least a somewhat usable Psychic move, even though Slowpoke's special attack is not spectacular. The problem is, I'm already fighting people or trainers with things that are like level 18 and such, and the wild Pokemon that I'm encountering are only like level 6. I really should have stopped and grabbed some medicine before I went in here. In fact, why don't I take this guy down and run and grab some real quick before I forget. I'm going to need some potions probably for the trainers I run into in here. Now that I think about it, there really aren't that many trainers in the fort. In fact, I'm hard-pressed to think of hardly any. Maybe one or two. There are not many. There are certainly a lot more trainers in the old-school Viridian Forest than there are in Ilex Forest. There is a good deal more things to just find in Ilex Forest than there are in Viridian Forest, I believe. It's not really fair to make a comparison between the two. Apart from the fact that they're both forests, that's really where the similarities end. There's a lot more to do, I'm going to say, in Ilex Forest than there is in Viridian Forest. And Ilex Forest does come a fair bit later than Viridian Forest in terms of the progression of things. Your first real dungeon adventure in this game is obviously Union Cave, or maybe even Dark Cave if you go in there first. So we're going to buy some potions with my newfound wealth. I think 5 should be enough. I don't think I'll need any super potions or anything, but I am going to grab a couple of antidotes just for kicks and grins here. Paralyze, heal, I don't think I'll be needing anything like that. Oh, an escape rope. I already have one. We'll keep that. How am I doing on Pokeballs? I've got 11. Why don't I go ahead and buy another batch of those? Get a free Premier Ball, because I bought 10 at a time. Alright, that should be good enough. Alright, so we're going to head back into the forest for real this time. And again, I'm hoping to spend some time training up my team. I want to get them to at least level 20 before I try to take on the next gym. Mostly because the next gym is going to be a massive pain in the butt otherwise. And who do we have here? The Farfetch'd that cuts trees for charcoal took off in the forest. Well, I suppose I can go find him. Huh. This actually is a little interesting, this little mini game here. So there's the Farfetch'd right there. But whenever you step on branches, it faces towards you. And if you walk up next to it, it like runs away from you. So what you need to try to do is sneak up on it from behind, and that will capture it. I think there's actually some hidden goodies to be had here. So this forest is full of large, formidable trees, as you might imagine. I think if I'm careful, I can just get them right here, to be honest with you guys. A Kakuna. Kakuna Matata. I seriously need to catch one and name it that. That'd be hilarious. We're just going to water gun this thing to death. I don't think it's going to be worth a whole lot of experience, but again, I'm going to take it wherever I can get it right now. Thankfully, your water gun does not affect my ability to shoot you in the face with water. Because as we all know, water is not affected by how hard you are. You guys ever seen the Grand Canyon? Yep, water did that. Okay, I'm still getting garbage experience points from all these wild Pokemon, so we're going to need to be a little careful here. Nope, I can't quite sneak up on him from here, so I think what I need to do... I prefer to just pop the Repel or something for this part. Alas, a Zubat. That I cannot do much of. I really wish I could have a freaking Zubat right now. Those things are actually really nice once you get them trained up. Once you're at Golbat territory, you're solid, and then once you're in Crobat territory, you are good to go. Absolutely good to go. Crobat is an amazing Pokemon. It's a really big pain in the butt to get, simply because it's a happiness evolution, and that takes forever. Alright, he's going to be a jerk about it here. Oh, I know what I can do. Does that not work? Oh. Oh, I know what I can do. Hang on. I feel silly now. Yeah, go run away, whatever you're doing there. Yeah, I could have done this to begin with, probably. Oh well, it is what it is. I'm going to stop wasting my time with level 5 Weedles, only because they're not giving me anything. I really wish there was a better place to train at this point in the game. Once we make it out of the forest and into Route 34, it's going to get a little better, but not much, unfortunately. Alright, I got him. Yoink. Silly Farfetch'd. You found Farfetch'd. There's one more missing? There's 2 of them? Alright, well, we gotta go deeper into the forest here to find the other one. I actually remembered that now, but it's been a while. Hey, a Paris. I don't have that yet. Unfortunately, Paris is utterly useless because, well, it's just bad. The unfortunate reality is it's got a very cool, unique... Oh, jeez, I forgot. You put water in that thing and it heals itself. I guess I'll just tackle it then, hopefully without killing it. Paris is interesting in that it learns... Or Paris and Parasect together learn a unique move that nothing else does, in the form of Spore, which is a 100% accuracy sleep move. But the unfortunate reality is that Paris and Parasect are so abysmally slow and not all that together very powerful or tanky that they can't really make very good use of it. And that really is very unfortunate because Spore is really cool. I think in later generations you can actually get Spore either bred onto or, you know, move tutored onto Breloom from Generation 3, who is much better at making use of that. Breloom is absolutely terrifying in certain circumstances, and having a 100% sleep move on it is just icing on the cake. Alright, we got a Paris, but I will not be using this thing. As I mentioned, it's just not worth it, unfortunately. So we go deeper into the forest here on this side to find this other Farfetch'd. Yeah, if I were exploring this forest during the actual nighttime, which it is not right now, then I would be able to find Oddishes. Oddish is actually a really good Pokemon. I neglect to fully realize the potential that Oddish has. Let's see what we got here. Where am I looking? He's over there. Oh, I know what I can do. Why don't I just... I probably should have brought Repel or something for this little silly side interlude thing here. That's okay. I'll just keep running away from stuff. Which is what I do. Hello, Farfetch'd. How are you today? As he runs away. I gotta be careful. I think if I go this way... No, he'll run back into that corner he was just in, won't he? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Oh, wait. No, I know what I can do. Before I even talk to this thing, why don't I just do that? Get him to face that direction. Oh, I can't walk through that without stepping on the sticks, can I? I think I can. We'll have to look in a second as soon as all these Weedles quit mobbing me here. It's been a day. Silly Weedles, go away. It's going to be fun trekking through this silly forest if I keep running into Weedles every 10 seconds. Yeah, that was easy. Alright. Caught the second one. Now we got both the Farfetch'd back. His boss's Pokemon won't obey him because he doesn't have a badge. Well, that's fun. Speaking of boss, here he comes. My far and fetched. Are you kidding me? We won't be able to cut trees for charcoal otherwise. Okay, cool. We get HM1. This will be the second of our HMs. It teaches cut. Cut is what we can use to cut down those tiny little sprout trees or little sapling trees. You have to have the gym badge from Azalea to use it. Well, fortunately for us, I happen to have exactly that. Question is, can anybody learn this stupid move? I may need to have secondary... Oh, I can just give it to Paris for right now. Alright. Okay, so we learned cut, and now we can cut through these little trees. But we're going to cut down this tree and move forward next time. So until then, thank you very much for joining me. I really do appreciate you all watching up to this point. We had a little bit of a clutch time with our rival, but hopefully we'll be able to shore up our team sooner rather than later with some new additions in the very near future. So until that time, as I said, thank you for watching. This has been Seraphin. Stay classy, internets.